I came out here to SandCycleworks to speak to the owner, Dustin Sands, on why he takes motorcycles and donates them to military veterans. He gets these bikes through Wheels for Warriors or other means, and he cleans them up and he makes them roadworthy and he does custom paint jobs on them. Then he donates them to a military vet. And sometimes these are life-changing donations. So I want to find out why he does it.
Hi, my name is Dustin. I'm the owner of SandCycleworks, located here at 20 West Steeles Corners Road in Cauga Falls. And we primarily service and work on Victory motorcycles, but we work on all brands and manufacturers as well. Motorcycles have always been part of my life. 5 years old, my dad brought me my first dirt bike home, and I've never been without one since. So, got my first street bike when I was 17, rode it around, maybe not with a license, and then raced motocross, and somewhere around 2007 I got into the Victory brand, and then in 2011 I got my first cross country, and that made me fully fall in love with the brand. And the first day I brought it home, I completely ripped all the body panels off of it, cut the link down to lower it, gutted the exhaust, and then it was pretty clear at that point where my life was going to take me. We were out in Arkansas, and I had a Victory Vision Rally that Bill King and I were doing out there, and I had been friends with Craig Tupin for years, and Craig said to me, why don't we give a bike away out here at this Vision Rally next year? And I said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, let's do it. And so he brought me a bike, and I did a full one-off custom build with it, and I saw how it changed that veteran's life. And I looked at Craig as soon as we were done with that show, and I said, you can sign me up for at least one a year for as long as I'm doing this and as long as you're doing it. My very best friend, Josh Dobson, who has put his blood, sweat, and tears into every one of these Wheels for Warriors builds, and he's kind of my pinch hitter when I get into a jam. He comes in and helps out in the shop. Again, he's a veteran, and this last Wheels for Warriors giveaway we did, we're standing up there giving this veteran a bike, and they looked at each other and realized that they had served together. That was pretty cool. That one will stick with me for sure. Craig gets these bikes donated to him, and they're in all kinds of different shapes when they get donated. Sometimes people pass away and the families donate them. Sometimes they have just been left outside to sit. People stopped riding for various reasons. So bikes come in all different shapes. Some bikes are turnkey, ready to go, and other bikes need stripped all the way down to the frame and full restoration. And it just depends on the condition, but we always make sure that we make the bike as safe as possible when it goes out of our shop, just like it would. Like I would get on any bike that I give to these veterans and I would ride it to Florida and back, not bat an eye. So we do brakes, wheel bearings, tires, anything that moves gets greased, anything that needs done gets done. And you know, some of these bikes may have higher miles on them, or they may have a scratch or something here or there, but that we can't get out with paint correction, or we don't have the time to do a full custom paint job. But they all get gone through completely to look as new and clean and nice as possible. I would say my favorite part of building the bike is doing it with friends and people who are involved with this organization, because these builds aren't like a customer build. There's a lot of people involved, and people will come over out of the woodwork just to, hey, can I help clean the bike, or hey, can I sand that panel? And it just continues to build my family and community. I would say on the Wheels for Warriors builds, that's my favorite part, is the way everybody comes together to make it happen. The timeline, the crunch, the hardest parts always fitting it in, making it happen. A lot of times, these Wheels for Warriors builds, they get done in the evenings, the weekends, at nighttime. Because I still have a business to run. So customers' bikes, they're paying money. They want them done. They want them back, and it's not fair of me to take time away from their riding season to do this. So the hardest part's just fitting it in and getting it done, along with the daily, schedule and backlog. The details that people don't see are the stuff that, it's the dirty stuff. It's the stuff that is on the inside. The wheel bearings, the new brake pads. Everybody sees the shiny wheels, the shiny paint, the custom touches. What they don't see is, the 2 hours we spent sanding the inside of the wheel to make sure that the tire bead fits perfect. Polishing the inner lip so that you don't have to worry about a leak in a tire, or the 2 hours it took to get old wheel bearings out so we can put shiny new ones in that'll never see the light of day, but to keep the bike rolling nice going down the road. Probably the same thing I felt when I was 5 years old and I swung my leg over a PW. Just pure freedom and enjoyment and happiness. Just that, yeah. I guess I can't put my finger on exactly what that feeling is, but that same feeling I had when I was 5, I still swing my leg over a bike, and I get that from time to time. So I don't have a name for it, but that's what I hope they feel. The thought that always goes through my head is, please don't let anything else go wrong. Because inevitably, every time we do one of these, there's something that pops up in the 11th hour that costs us, a lot of time to get right. So I'd say that's what I'm always thinking about, is don't let anything else go wrong. Every time I fire a bike, doesn't matter whose bike, doesn't matter what we were doing to it, if it was an engine swap or if it was just regular maintenance, oil change, I just love hearing a bike fire back up for the first time.